Welcome back to Mr. Horror Tales, where we take you into the heart of darkness, with stories that will chill your bones. If you enjoy horrifying tales filled with suspense and mystery, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Tonight, we continue the saga of the Devil's Vein, a cursed road that has taken many lives and left even more questions unanswered. This is episode 2 of the Cursed Road, journey that ended in darkness. It had been 6 months since Daniel's disappearance, but the locals of Blackthorn whispered about him like it had happened yesterday. His name had become a cautionary tale, a warning to anyone tempted by the Devil's Vein. For Sarah and her younger brother Max, the Cursed Road was little more than a creepy legend. At least, that's what they told themselves. Sarah was 24, independent and stubborn. She had just returned home to Blackthorn after finishing her degree in environmental science. Max, only 15, was her shadow, curious, excitable, and always looking for an adventure. That Friday night, as they drove home from visiting friends, Max suggested a shortcut. Sarah didn't need to ask which road he meant. The Devil's Vein? She scoffed. Are you serious? Max grinned. Come on. It's just a road. Everyone's too scared to even prove it's haunted. Sarah hesitated. She didn't believe in ghosts, but something about the idea unsettled her. Still, Max's playful taunting wore her down. Fine, but if we get lost, you're explaining this to Mom. Max cheered, and Sarah turned onto the infamous road. The darkness swallowed their car immediately, and the winding path seemed tighter than she remembered from her childhood. The mood shifted as they drove deeper. The trees became unnaturally dense, their tangled branches forming a canopy that blocked the moonlight. The headlights illuminated no more than a few feet ahead, and the air grew heavy with a strange, oppressive silence. This feels weird, Sarah muttered, her grip tightening on the wheel. Max was about to respond when the radio crackled to life. A static-filled whisper echoed through the car. Neither of them had turned it on. Who's there? Max asked, trying to sound brave. The whisper continued, the words barely audible. Turn back. Sarah's heart raced. Max, it's probably interference from the storm earlier. Don't freak out. But her voice wavered, betraying her own uncertainty. The road stretched on endlessly, and she noticed the GPS had stopped tracking their location. Every turn looked identical, as if they were going in circles. Suddenly, their headlights caught a figure standing on the roadside. Sarah slammed on the brakes, and both siblings stared in shock. It was a man, his clothes ragged, his face pale and drawn. He raised one hand slowly, pointing down the road. Sarah's instinct screamed at her to drive away, but Max rolled down his window. Are you okay? Max asked. The man didn't answer. Instead, he repeated the same phrase. His voice